Ace Attorney, previously on.
I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer he simply couldn't refuse.
You wanna reenact that for me, Tom?
On this the day of my daughter's wedding,
Surgery.
on this day of my daughter's surgery, I will make you an offer that you cannot refuse.
Granddaughter.
On this the day of my granddaughter's wedding, on this day of my granddaughter's surgery, I will make you an offer that you cannot refuse.
Third time's the charm.
Oh, man. Hey, everybody, what's going on? And welcome to the NyanCave. My name's Tom, this guy's Clay, that guy's NyanDroid.
Hi.
We're very serious actors on this channel. Very serious.
I can put that on my resume.
Yeah, very serious actors.
Oh, nice.
That's what we are. So welcome, we're playing Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations today. You gotta pull that thing out. Last time...
stream?
Well, you're right, sorry. We don't pull out in life, we shouldn't pull out in stream.
Well, not this stream.
Wink. Give this man an Oscar. With Trials and Tribulations, last time, we finally broke everything we need to do, and now I think we're heading to trial. Soon. Ish. I think
Yeah.
like one or two things. We've already done the first bit of
Oh, no, we're in trial. We did the first thing.
Yeah. I got a little confused for a second there. So we got in the midst of the second part of this trial, the second day of trials.
You didn't buy any liquor.
I didn't buy any liquor.
So we have that nail polish remover. Not really nail polish remover, but it tastes like it. Just so you know. Okay, we're safe here. Where's the ice shot tray at? I know we washed it yesterday.
The what?
Did you load it up?
What?
The ice tray. Yesterday.
No, it like just finished being washed now,
Yeah.
so it's got to be frozen. But no, it's not ready yet. Not ready yet, or we would take
Drink
them.
those Milo shots.
Drink those Milo shots. Okay.
Also, much trial hype, and let's hope I don't pass out halfway because I was up all night but didn't have time to sleep before streams. Oh no, Tasso. Sorry, that's bad.
Bad. Okay, so
Disappointed.
Safety
first. You have to wash your.
You gotta wash the tray. It was shipped and there was peanuts all over it. A bunch of peanuts and all in.
Oh yeah, shipping peanuts.
Yeah,
My tongue was tingly for quite a while after.
I believe it.
I know. I don't know why. What do you think those things are made of? Like asbestos?
Yeah,
100%.
100% made of asbestos. All right. Muffin is going to get beer. Why don't you start off the beginning of this trial bit? Say some things. I'm gonna go get the shot glasses. And
Oh, you want me to actually? We're gonna hop into it. Let's hop into it.
Hop into
and
it.
you can. Man, I'm not excited for this.
No.
Oh, you could do Carolyn's.
You could. Want to do that? Okay.
Actually, I've been meaning to put that in my coffee in the evening. Really nice. Is it Carolyn's? Carolyn's. It's like an Irish cream. It's very delicious. But we did. We're interrogating. I mean, cross-examining the good old Mr. Armstrong, who's about to start his second
Testimony.
I'm a lawyer doctor, okay? I get them confused sometimes.
It's okay, I understand. Surgery, testimony.
Surgery testimony. Man, the one time I put a legal contract instead of the dude's heart. Oh boy. that was an episode, let me tell you. It was actually a crossover with ER.
He really took it to heart, too.
I think someone else made the joke in chat a little while ago. It was like, Dr. Law, ER. Dr. Law, ER. I love it. Anyways, just watched Killing by Its Enemy season 1 and I'm shook. Ah, damn it, I have to watch that. It's become a priority for NyanDroid and I now. Apparently, the internet has willed it that we need to watch A Place Farther Than the Universe.
Oh my god.
I watched the first 2 episodes and I don't know why, but I felt like crying. It's just so good. Hey, Aiden! Hey guys, ready to expose the truth and win the case? I just gotta remind you guys, you are the lawyers here and lawyers never bluff. What? Well, it's a good thing I'm also a doctor, because the
right?
doctor side of me bluffs.
Oh, yeah, the doctor bluffs. Oh, man, is it bad? Oh, dear. No, you're going to be fine.
No.
Fine.
Ah, the join. Yeah, the join. That was for you. The Dr. Law, ER.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, run a joke into a ground? Oh, God, that sounds about like the NyanCave. Okay, so we haven't been drinking this because it wasn't cracked, but this is now our Carolyn's cream.
Not really for shooting.
Not
More
really
for
for
coffees and hot chocolates and stuff.
But don't tell us that because we are doing it. Oh my god, this in an
Just to
iced
clarify,
shot glass?
We're not taking shots because of the $20 thing. No, we just felt like it.
Yeah.
Coincidentally.
We're holding those on reserve because we're using the iced shot glass.
What? No absinthe?
Nope.
Hashtag not sponsored. No, definitely not.
Hashtag not sponsored. Okay, how about
I don't know if NyanCave can have this. It's a pretty heavy cream.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Oh boy, that's gonna be
it's gonna
exciting.
be exciting. Cheers.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's pleasant.
Ooh, pleasant. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
What's all you?
Go on. Tell the court we're all ears.
Oui, I can explain. Please, if you look at the plans of le restaurant.
We had a funny conversation on whether or not. Actually, I'll save it for after this. But.
Good.
Alors, is everyone sitting comfortably? Oui?
Oui? Not in the restaurant though.
La mirror. It was in the middle of the restaurant.
What?
There was only one seat in which you could have seen the victim.
That is baloney.
That was the seat at the table next to the victim. That was where the old man was sitting. After a terrible incident occurred, I moved the mirror so it would not end in the way. The way.
Was it in the way?
In the way.
It was in the
Was
way.
it no the
I
way?
am going
This
to...
testimony smells like Ebola.
Oh.
But naturally, I did not touch anything else.
Well, that sounds pretty legit. We can just wrap this case.
Oh, wrap it up.
GD
That's
agrees.
it.
Yeah, no.
Everything's answered.
Freaking. I see no problems with the explanation we just heard. Totally seems legit. Yep.
Yep.
Wrap it up. Guilty. From the table next to the victim, Mr. Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror.
What a naughty little coquette. I am confusing the men like this. Oh, so naughty.
Naughty.
I'm so naughty.
Don't worry about it. We can keep up. Except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there.
No,
again.
me? No, never. Ha! I hate that guy. You said you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that?
Volunteers, of course. But of course.
No, that's it.
Oh, well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please. So, I think somewhere in here we need to look for someone, for him talking about where the vase was broken.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Can we go to our evidence right away, just real quick?
Well, because I think it's.
I just wanna
think
see the
it's-
picture.
It's this one.
Oh, no. Go back. Hey, thanks,
Hey,
Athena.
We interrupt this 10 out of 10 French accent to say a place further than the universe is excellent. Personal winner of the season. Damn.
Yeah, we
well,
watched like 2 episodes last night, and I was
just-
feeling like crying.
It's just so pure.
What?
It's just. Oh yeah, it's
so good.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, it's. No, it's on Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah, we can watch it. I'll
It's-
rewatch the first episode. It's
It's
just.
such good feels.
Yeah, it's just.
Damn, man.
It's about a girl who, well, so far at least 2 girls. Just one, just really quick.
Excuse me, that was rude.
One who wants to get more out of her youth,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh, God.
And the
yeah.
other who is just so determined to get to Antarctica. So the one girl inspires the other, and they go on a journey of sorts. I don't know, or at least they're preparing to.
My God, I have a night off tonight. I don't even know.
Ooh, just binge
I'm
all of it?
excited.
Oh, yeah.
All of it. All right, so I want
anyways,
to see that photo for quick. The photo of
I
the.
can tell you right now that photo shows nothing.
Except for the vase.
Yeah.
Unbroken.
Broken.
Oh, so nothing.
Well, we have that and we
Oh,
have
my
this.
God. My E-peen is so hard right now. All right.
So, run me by this again. The mirror was here, correct?
We.
Oui. Really?
Wait, really?
Because I know if I were you, I wouldn't have put a mirror there. It would just be in the way.
Look who's talking, Trite.
Huh?
You're obstructing my view, among other things.
But But this is my seat in the courtroom.
Trabian's charm is that it gives you the impression that you're the only customer. Temporarily placing a mirror in that spot would hardly be in the way.
Unlike
you, Trite.
I tell you, monsieur, the mirror was there in the middle of the restaurant. Les
I swear to God, I'm
poissons,
gonna
les
poison Godot's
poissons.
coffee
Oh,
by the
I
end of
love
this.
les poissons.
And where would that be?
Ooh la la! Look how you lean towards me. Ooh, I always attract the younger boys. Maybe I should keep you in suspense a little longer.
Mr. Armstrong, tell the court what you know at once.
I attract the older ones too. You know, handsome. I shall tease you too.
I'm strangely aroused. It seems to have awoken something in me.
I'm already seeing a very hot someone, so I'm afraid you'll be waiting for a long time.
Ooh.
Her
I
name
bet she
is
has
Coffee.
mocha cream skin and a cappuccino perfume. Bien, I will tell you, there is only one seat from which you could have seen.
Ooh.
That was the seat at the table next to the victim.
I didn't mean to do that.
Le poisson.
So, why can you only see the victim from that particular seat?
Mais monsieur, it is obvious, no? If you look at the plans, you will understand. Understand. The victim would have been reflected in the mirror like so. If you were sitting at the table next to him, you would see everything, no? So that's the seat that old Celie was sitting in that day. When the
Oh.
poisoning happened.
But he couldn't have been.
The old man was sitting at the table next to the victim? Why does that seem kind of odd? Let's just see. That was the seat that was able to next to the victims. Old man was sitting, so we gotta keep that one in mind.
Yeah.
After the terrible incident occurred, I moved Lemieux. In the way.
Nothing, Ziwi?
Did you move the mirror while Mr. Kudo was off calling the police?
Oui, exactement. I carried it out of the restaurant then.
He's probably telling the truth too. Those biceps
Okay,
are
well,
très bien.
E2.
You moved a huge mirror like that all by yourself.
What can I say? I know how to pick things up, handsome.
But can you put them down?
Oh, I can put you down. Godot actually laughed at something.
Well, given the witness's physique, I suppose it is possible. Did you move anything else from the crime scene, Mr. Armstrong?
I look like the obliging type, no? Obliging.
Obliging,
Sorry,
yeah.
obliging type, no?
No. No.
No?
Nah.
Ne? Desune?
Too many biceps in the stream.
Ugh. Are you sure about that?
I touched nothing except the mirror.
Mr. Wright, is there something the witness has said that doesn't match the crime scene? Yeah, there is. I just can't put my finger on what exactly.
Suffering from a case of heartburn, Trite?
Oh, I have just this thing for you, Rosette.
Oh,
An oil with golden myrrh and frankincense.
I
Is that a
wonder.
real thing? Frankenstein's?
Frankincense and myrrh? Yeah, they're real.
Oh yeah, that's what they gave Jesus.
Yeah,
They say
gold-
this is Jesus's
Gold,
perfume.
myrrh, and frankincense. Those
Yeah.
are the three gifts that the wise men
Yeah.
gave.
Say what?
Armstrong is Jesus confirmed.
Well, it's like when you have an immaculate conception of a child, and then three bros show up. Or it's like, oh no, it was Joseph. Yeah,
Joseph,
Joseph's face when your girl ends up pregnant before you sleep with her, and then three dudes show up with presents.
Add a few
Focus,
drops
Phoenix.
of something and something else happens.
Breathe. I need to ignore those two and just find some evidence.
It is pretty strange, though, isn't it? I mean, nobody mentioned anything about a really large mirror. You'd think someone would have, but Maggie didn't, and neither did old Celie.
And the only logical explanation is that there was no mirror inside Trébien that day. Now I've just got to prove it. Somehow.
Okay, so they're saying there was no mirror.
We're saying there's no mirror. They're saying there is a mirror.
Yeah, and there's two things. This is the difficulty for me. I see two glaring holes.
Yeah.
Number one is that I touched nothing from the crime scene, but he has the bottle, which was taken. I
think that's the way to go.
Yeah, number two is the broken vase.
Yeah, I think that the vase is jumping logic at this point.
Okay.
Because my major thing is that we have two pieces of evidence and we can't submit both at the same time.
Yes.
Right? And I think it's easier to say that he did touch something and then we can kind of like
I believe it. This is it's much more clear as well.
It seems like it,
Something we can prove, obviously.
Yeah. But we were talking about whether or not Armstrong was actually French, and I was on the side that he wasn't. And then someone brought up, they're like, oh, but Armstrong's a French name. What about Lance Armstrong? Like, I don't think he's French. Like,
but he
won
did.
He won the Tour de France.
Tour de France.
Yeah, but he was not French. It was looked up. He's actually American.
American.
So I think that Armstrong is not a naturally French person. I think he's like playing it up.
He's
like the French equivalent of a weeb.
You think that when he gets excited, he's going to drop the accent?
Ooh, maybe that'd be fun.
Yeah. Over. Sort of last piece. There it is.
Yeah, small.
So let's see. Victim's ear medicine found unidentified fingerprints in the kitchen. Done. Send it.
Okay.
But in the kitchen.
All right, let's try this.
Objection!
No way. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor.
I gotta pee.
I'm sorry, but I see nothing faulty. You're a goddamn idiot, Phoenix. I'm going to penalize you, Mr. Wright. Remember that your life is on the line here.
I'm going penalized.
Damn it.
But I didn't touch anything else. All right, so go back to the other one where it said, that's the table of victim. Old man was sitting, present. But yeah, we need two, I know what you're saying, two pieces of evidence to prove that he wasn't sitting there.
Well, I think that the note is more contradictory because it involves the thing broken and we have the picture that proves it.
Yeah,
So-
I know why this is a jump in logic, so I'm not positive it's gonna happen, but I believe in your.
Me neither. I'm pretty confident though in this.
Yeah,
case. I think it's the best option that we
Yeah.
have. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm so confident.
Yeah.
A nice confidence save showing that we're so confident.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
All right.
Presentoir. Yeah, that's it. Not so much of a jump. More like a step in logic. Your Honor, Mr. Kudo's words yesterday strongly contradict Mr. Armstrong's testimony.
Okay.
This is a letter of apology, Mr. Kudo, is it not? I realize it looks useless, Your Honor, but this is still testimony.
I guess useless people are only really good at identifying useless things.
Hey, man, why you gotta be so mean, okay? Like, what did I ever do to you? This is just rude, and it reflects very poorly on your character, okay?
It's what you haven't done to him.
You know.
Oh. Well, I mean, I never said no. What relevance does this scrap of paper have to the trial, Mr. Wright? Mr. Kudo's testimony is actually very relevant to the question at hand, Your Honor. Because it very clearly contradicts this piece of evidence.
Nice. Nice. We can present when you can present to.
Yeah, when you can present to. Ha-da! Not even look at it.
Nope.
This piece of evidence contradicts with the testimony we have heard. Your Honor, that sentence did not go how I imagined it would. Oh, a crime photo. Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist. What on earth do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
Should not exist. Huh. Sounds like you're describing yourself, trite.
Holy shit! This hurts. Okay?
Oh.
Why would you say that?
You know.
Maya's basically a child and she's present here, okay? I'm gonna need you to stop this.
But I'm not a child.
She's over 18.
I'm very much over 18 now.
Ah, you're right. Carry on.
I'm 19 now.
Ooh, 19.
I'm going back to my
That's
office with
fucking
my
rude,
teenage
man.
girls, and I'm gonna forget all about this. Now then, if the defense would please clarify its statement. What is this something that should not exist in the photo?
No, we're making us work for it.
Oh, really? Yeah, I know you're throwing this evidence here, but do you really know? Do you really know? Or are you just flailing? Are Are you flailing? Oh my god, I missed the present button. I'm flailing.
Nice.
There's only one thing that was clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was sitting where he was sitting. And yet, as the court can see, there's an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. Why? Because Mr. Kudo was not in it. In fact, sitting at the table next to the victim at all.
Oh! Don't be an idiot, Trite. That's impossible. That seat's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim's reflection from.
Exactly. There's only one conclusion we can draw from this contradiction. There was no mirror in Tribulations that day. Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie. Oh, mon Dieu!
Ooh!
I wonder if that's how he does it. Just whenever
Don't
he
try to
explodes.
confuse the court, Trite. Obviously, the witness cleaned up the vase while the police were taking their time getting to the crime scene.
Unfortunately, Mr. Godot, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary in his own words. I did not touch anything else except the mirror. Got him. Got him. Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself? I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day. In light of this revelation, we return back to the original problem.
Hello, my name is Jeff.
Why did the victim have an
Rosé.
earpiece in an ear which he couldn't hear? Hashtag just judge rhymes. Check out my new album, dropping tomorrow. Just Judge Things. Udgy Judgy is my stage name.
I
The album's called
hit the gavel.
Yeah, the album's called Gavel.
All of the
and it's
girls
dropping tomorrow.
marvel at my...
Critics are saying it's banging.
And tune in for more of those puns. If you want to claim that the mirror wasn't there, Trite, then this problem is all yours. How do you explain what the old man saw?
If I can answer this, then I'll be that much closer to the truth. I can feel it.
Are you gonna be okay? Can you really solve this contradiction, Nick?
There's more than just this one contradiction, Maya.
What do you mean? This case isn't an open and shut case like all the other ones we've ever been in have been?
Remember what Maggie told us? There was another man at the victim's table. And there was a sample CD on the victim's table. It all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And I think I know the reason.
Oh, good.
Why nothing in this case is adding up.
You should totally tell us why.
Well, Mr. Wright. Oh, shoot. Judge Wright. Well, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your answer. Yes, Your Honor. Ooh, big losses here. The reason behind all of the contradiction in Mr. Kudo's testimony is simple.
All right, Mr. Kudo made a mistake. Doesn't make sense. The ear doctor made a mistake. Doesn't make sense.
No.
Possible, though.
The victim was
was
a phony. I think
phony.
makes the most sense.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I like that.
Ah! This case is riddled with contradictions. Yet, there's one very simple answer that clears them all up. Oh, and what is that? The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the incident the victim experienced were two completely different events.
What?
Yes. The victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glenn Elg at all. It was an imposter.
No.
A phony pretending to be Mr. Elg.
What? That's so. I know he did it, but now I understand why, and I'm digging this.
Digging this, yeah. Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's left eardrum. That's how he ended up wearing the earpiece in his left ear by mistake. I always wonder, I'm like, how's it gonna go? Order! Order in the court! Settle down or I'll clear the courtroom.
Quiet, Gramps. Why don't you clear out of here, huh?
Wow, Mr. Godot. This is uncalled for.
You know what? Shut up. Just shut up.
Is there something else going on in your life right now?
You know, Judge Kate Deborah never called back, but that's beside the point.
Just talk about it, man.
I
Doesn't need to be this way.
have a lot of
Hurting
feelings
innocent
right
people. It's
now.
very immature.
Mr. Judge, I have a lot of feelings right now.
What did you say?
Trite, are you saying that Mr. Kudo saw a setup?
Yes. Someone pretended to be Mr. Glenn Elg and acted out the whole coffee poisoning. All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo.
Get real, Trite. Why would anyone want to do that?
Isn't it obvious? The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was...
Say it with me, folks. The girl that brought in the Javashina put something in it.
I did not see that. I was...
That servant girl right in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. Left eardrum.
Not very catchy.
Left eardrum, left hand,
left eye,
right,
left hand.
hand left as well.
It's so hard to believe, but
There was one, and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. To show Maggie Bird in the act of poisoning the coffee.
Are you insinuating that the waitress in the old man's story was a fake as well? If that's true, it's true that there were no other customers in the restaurant at the time, but... Is it also true that the chef was there? He would have noticed what was happening.
that's right. Well, witness. If your restaurant really was the scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct?
Ooh la la, this is most difficult for me.
No, it's quite simple. All you have to do is testify. You are under oath, after all. Was there, in fact, a phony at Tribulations that day? The defense demands that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth about what happened.
The defense's request for additional testimony is accepted. You will accurately explain, in detail, the events of the restaurant that day.
Oh, oui. The victim, Mr. Elg, he came to my restaurant alone. I remember the old man, he arrived not long after him. There was no other customers. When he got word he won the lottery, Mon Elg became very excited.
That's so interesting that the wire from his radio goes to his right ear.
It is.
It was approximately 5 minutes later that the poisoning incident occurred. No, there was no time for a phony to do the acting.
Just so we're clear, there was no mirror at the restaurant after all.
Je vous demande pardon. Forgive me, Your Honor. I lied because I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly.
What you have just done is commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong. I will decide how to punish you later.
Oh, may we?
Perfect. Hey, Rulu Animations.
For now, we will hear your cross-examination. Mr. Wright, if you please.
He took that perjury charge a bit too well. But I'm guessing he'll be in more serious trouble after this cross-examination.
Typical viewer made it out. What's going down?
Looks menacingly at Godot. In the restaurant. La victime, Monsieur Elg, he came to a restaurant alone. Was he alone at the table as well?
May we? I saw him from the kitchen.
Yet the defendant, Miss Bird, remembers it differently. She swears there was another man at the victim's table.
Unfortunately for you, Trite, yesterday's witness also testified that the victim was alone. You know, seeing you squirm like that reminds me of a certain coffee's bittersweet bite.
What kind of coffee's he been drinking? Jesus.
It's not coffee, it's love. It's love that's bittersweet.
Oh wow, Maya's getting in the metaphors here.
You're my girl, Maya.
Hearing Maya say that makes her seem wise all of a sudden. Hey, DFM, congrats on 2 million waffles. That is definitely a new monthly record.
Absolutely. That's the monthliest record.
That's the monthliest record.
Yeah.
And the draw for Les Hefons will be
Les-
happening.
Tomorrow during our Dokapon stream, we'll take the one moment to say tomorrow during Dokapon stream, be there. It's 100,000 waffles. You can enter as many times as you like to get into the raffle for a set of Logitech headphones that we will send to your door. Kuga Girl won last month, and Kuga Girl, tell the people, did we send it?
Be careful.
We sent it.
Top 3 also win prizes.
Top
Steam
three-
gift cards.
That's it.
By old man, you mean Victor Kudo, correct?
Oui, he comes often for my special coffee.
I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. It's special. I'll give you that. It's worth a sip just for the experience.
Oh, you make me so happy, monsieur. You are most welcome anytime.
I said it was worth one sip and nothing more.
So, old Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should ask about his arrival in more detail. Ooh. What time was it? I want to ask that because we have that lottery dealio. Out of curiosity, about what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived?
Oh no, I cannot remember, monsieur.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I believe we were told by a witness yesterday.
The crime was reported at 2:25 by a kind of scary old man, sir.
Ooh, we got him.
Does that perhaps jog your memory, witness?
The incident happened about 20 minutes after he arrived. So the victim must have arrived between 2 p.m. and 2:10, no?
Just after 2, huh?
Thank you for your help in jogging my memory, monsieur. You are wonderful.
I can't sit here all the time and do nothing now, can I?
Oh my.
I have to help these useless attorneys. And this angry prosecutor. Jesus Christ, what crawled up your ass today?
I told you. And Trite knows.
The time of day will be added to the witness's testimony.
Oui, monsieur judge. Everything I do, I do it for you. Oh,
Merci, bien. Oh, that's French, isn't it?
I'm so cultured.
Oh. Next, I'll show him my Portuguese.
I'm glad at least one person's in a good mood.
he's even humming a song to himself.
Yeah. Oh, wherever you are, je suis me.
Je suis mère de tabarnak.
Whoa, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
If you say it nice enough, it doesn't sound like you're swearing.
Whoa, baby seal you. Old man arrived not long after him, just after 2 p.m. So that doesn't make any sense for 2 reasons, and I'm confused. One is le autopsy report. Oh, never mind. Between 2 and 1:30 and 3:30. That's fine then. So then the only one we have is bam, 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 bam.
1:30.
1:30.
You
Let's hear it though. How much are you telling for an in-character karaoke stream? Oh.
I tried to sing Le Poisson earlier, but
La poisson.
Le Poisson,
know.
Le Poisson. How I love Le Poisson.
I
How
don't know.
it's something I can't remember. It was from Little Mermaid. My favorite movie. I love mermaids.
No.
I always was like, Mom, draw me mermaids. Draw me mermaids and make their boobs bigger. And she's like, but son, they're already so big. And I gave it back to her, like, bigger. They had to have the biggest boobs.
You might be into girls, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not telling you your
I
life.
just like
but-
mermaids, man.
Sure about the time.
When I think really hard, I am sure it was just after 2. Oui. It is the time I stopped serving the lunch menu.
Oh, quite right. I always break for lunch when the restaurants are serving their specials. I've been known to wind up a case early. Just to make it on time.
Don't judge. Don't do that.
Oh,
I guess you
Davy,
should never get between a hungry judge and his lunch.
Davy wants some Snow Halation sung by the judge.
Oh, that would be
That would be exciting.
That would be a challenging in-character voice.
In-character voice karaoke.
In a foreign language. Oh my god.
Oh, would you look at that? It's almost lunchtime already.
Witness, get on with your testimony, please. Time is running out.
There were no other customers.
So, your only customers were Mr. Kudo and the victim.
How many times do you need to ask the same thing, Trite? You'd never catch me drinking the same blend twice.
Huh?
You're trying to establish the presence of a phony victim in the restaurant, but you're wasting our time. You can't just birdseed to make coffee. You can't grind birdseed to make coffee if you catch my drift.
Ooh.
If you catch my drift.
But there's a hole in this testimony somewhere. I'm sure of it.
When he got where?
Did you see him?
Wait. No, I was in the kitchen, but I heard him. I remember him shouting, "Yes, $500,000."
Ah,
Presumably the defendant heard that too, then correct?
Maggie? She looked like a poor little frightened dove.
And what about Mr. Kudo?
The old man choked on some bird seeds that got stuck in his throat.
It seems we have yet another incident on our hands.
It was approximately 5 minutes later.
And what were you doing at that point? Without any customers, you must have had time to kill.
I am a multi-talented woman, monsieur.
Sorry? What do you mean?
There is the renowned chef, Jean Armstrong, and the tragic poet, Clarice Armstrong.
Oh, Clarice.
Oui, I was writing a poem, an angry tale of a chef in $500,000 of debt, cooking for a man who won $500,000 in the lottery. It is called Pourquoi. It means why. Perhaps I could recite it for the court.
no.
Please don't.
Oh, thank God we didn't.
Oh, God. You mean you contacted the police as soon as the incident occurred?
I asked the old man to call from the payphone.
By our own argument, Trite. The purpose of this phony victim's performance was so the old man would see it. In other words, once the incident occurred, this opportunity would completely disappear.
Indeed.
Bien, it seems the shadow of doubt has been lifted, n'est-ce pas?
Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas.
I guess Mr. Armstrong is connected to this case, huh?
Absolutely. Someone was impersonating Mr. Elk, and I refuse to believe he was oblivious. He was there the whole time, after all.
But if you're right, wouldn't Maggie have noticed too?
She was passed the fuck out.
Out.
She fell unconscious when the incident occurred, remember?
Oh, you mean that's when the phony staged his act?
We'll know for sure once I find a hole in this testimony.
Ooh.
Gotta get him.
There were no other customers. Oh,
Yeah.
Mary.
Boom. Yeah, baby.
Le vie en rose.
Feels good.
To be a gangster.
Feels good to be good.
Bam. I'm afraid I finally got you, Mr. Armstrong.
Quoi? What do you mean?
At the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. Sorry. Oh, damn it.
Bless you.
The hell was that? Oh, okay, never mind. Nothing. The show he's listening to was Millionaire Radio. Each week, they announce the winning numbers of the $500,000 lottery.
Oui, that must be the show mon Elg was listening to. I guess that's Monsieur.
I can't see any problem with this testimony, Mr. Wright.
I wonder. You say the victim arrived at your restaurant after 2 p.m., correct?
Oui, oui. I am sure of it. I remember it perfectly now. I know it was that time because I had just finished serving the lunch menu.
Get to the point, Trite. If you have one. If you had any.
That show is broadcast live at 1:30 p.m. And it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life.
Oh, mais oui.
Oh, it's on the air at 1:30 p.m.
Now, supposedly, the victim made a noise when it was announced that he had won.
Ooh.
And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have occurred after 2 p.m. because the show had already finished by more than 30 minutes earlier by that point in time. Oh yeah, feels good. This victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to the radio with a ruptured eardrum, catching a show that was already over. There's only one conclusion you can draw from these facts. This victim was an imposter, acting out the poisoning 30 minutes after the real murder. I don't know. Screams when they're poisoned as well.
When you're poisoned,
Yeah.
you wouldn't scream.
I mean,
You
I don't
just
know.
accept your fate. Oh no, guess.
Well, I guess
no,
I'm
no,
just
you
dying.
might cough or you might like feel bad, but you're just like, oh, what is going on? Then you like just like kind of like,
Have
Depending
you
on
not watched Game of Thrones? A lot of murder happens. No spoilers, but somebody's like, poison.
from poison.
it's your favorite character too, so prepare for that.
Yes,
Just
there
like
were
that.
2 Glenelgs in Tribulations that day. The real Glenelg, now dead, by having been poisoned by the real killer, and the phony Glenelg, acting out events for Mr. Kudo to witness.
It certainly seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how could you explain the time discrepancy?
Quite a performance, Trite. You're almost on a roll. But sadly, your lack of rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build your song.
Oh, wow. What is this? Music Theory 101?
Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 p.m. The phony elk is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain where the real Glen Elk is?
I don't believe I have to spell this out for the court. However, at that time, the real Glenelg was already dead.
That's certainly the obvious conclusion.
Thank you, Trite. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say.
What?
Mr. Elk is right here today in the courtroom. Now I can presume you can prove this theory of yours. Can you explain where the missing corpse went to?
The missing corpse.
According to the old man's testimony, there was only one other customer there. If that customer was the phony Glen Elk, then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim?
No!
The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright. Your theory is to stand up to examination by the court. You must provide us with proof by answering the prosecution's question. Where did the killer hide the body?
Yes, Your Honor.
No conjecture, Trite. Let's hear some facts for once. Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where the body was hidden.
Evidence?
What's with this intense pressure all of a sudden here?
I thought I had him with that contradiction. But he's turned it all around and backed me into a corner instead.
You didn't think about that?
Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. First, where was the body of the real Mr. L concealed?
Inside, I think in the kitchen probably. Makes
You
sense to
don't
me.
think that it's
Outside of the park?
in the fruity park?
Oh my god. Don't tempt me like that. You know I love putting things in those apples.
Got them.
We have no proof that's
Sure.
anywhere close to proving it was outside.
Maybe I should say inside, I guess.
You could confidently save.
Yeah,
Definitely.
quick confidence save. And
What
then-
if it's in
Oh.
Tenderlender?
No, you know what?
No, it's in the kitchen
It
because
is
that's where
in the
his
kitchen.
thing was found.
I think
Oh.
so.
Come on over to la kitchen. And then.
Yeah.
All right, do it. Do it.
It had to be. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I think that's the only thing we got. You're right. Here it goes.
Nice.
Ooh.
Good. Quality.
Gotcha.
Quality.
Quality Jake.
Yachty.
It's a good face.
Inside drop bin. Tray bin.
It would have been too dangerous to take a body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Très Bien.
Interesting. But where could a body have been hidden inside a restaurant? Perhaps you would care to show the court on these plans, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold on.
Exact location where the body was concealed inside Très Bien is...
I am a chicken in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Crack, crack, crack the egg into the
The body was hidden here.
I see.
Nice supposition. But the real question is, can you back it up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was hidden in that location?
Oh my god, why are they saying that location? Like, can't you just confirm chicken?
No, because
or
I think it's in
kitchen
case you
chicken?
get in case you get it wrong, they want you to then throw evidence at it.
Or try a different location.
Yeah. There it is. Beep, boop, 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 boop.
Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle?
No, 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 no. I have never seen that ugly bottle before in my life. I only use the very best bottles, monsieur. The highest quality, only for me.
How was that bottle found, Mr. Wright?
Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Très Bien.
Eh? Quoi? But I only ever use these bottles for my aromatherapy oils.
But this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains a medication.
What kind of medication?
Weed.
I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they? That Mr. Elk visited an otolaryngological? Was it Larynx?
Otolaryngological.
Otolaryngological?
Yeah, otolaryngological.
Otolaryngological? A lot of syllables there.
Otolaryngological.
Otolaryngological clinic.
An ENT, an ear, nose, and throat doctor.
And was given medication that day. Ear doctor.
can't be
He went to an ear
serious.
doctor. Fuck.
Are you kidding me? You didn't even hide the evidence.
The defense had the contents of the bottle analyzed, and I have the lab results here. The contents of the bottle matched the prescription that was given to Mr. Elg. That's right. Spit take that. Glenn Elg's murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen. At which time, this bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen?
Mon Dieu!
Yes, you know what I'm about to say.
I know.
It was you who hid the victim's body.
Oh, with these small arms, never.
You did a pretty fine job to defend my client, Maggie Bird.
Yeah.
However, you were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back.
No!
What's a French word for bitch? Because that's what you're being right now.
Oh, mais oui. So rude.
Order!
I like
Order!
it.
I said order, bitch.
Oh,
Be ashamed.
be...
This is an extraordinary development. Witness, did you murder Mr. Glenn Elk?
Never. I could not do such a horrible thing.
Oh shit! No! Oh, Mr. Godot!
The bitterness. Every time I get lied to, I always down a mug of coffee. It's one of my rules.
Do you have the slightest idea how many cups of coffee you've had by now?
Then I like to do the same to the person who lied to me.
Don't you dare.
I like to take them down with an empty cup. Listen up, chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear, my H-deficient friend?
H. Oh, ha. Funny. French. Ha.
Je veux de mon pardon. Please, you must hear me out.
There
It
goes.
is a trap. Listen to me. Por favor.
Yo hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor is Spanish.
Well, fucking shit. I guess my jig is up then,
I guess so.
Well.
He is
Oh.
funny.
No way. I'm only gonna ask you
The
once.
judge is so cultured.
How did you do it?
I'm very cultured. I rap in 16 different languages.
What? No.
It's true.
We've never seen Armstrong and Tigre in the same room.
No, absolutely no.
I mean, and Tigre was pretending to be us. You think he's like a chameleon?
A master
I
of
think the
disguise.
chameleon.
Like a chameleon?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god.
I simply, I.
Let's hear it. You've got one shot. Right, Gramps?
Witness, the court will permit you a chance to make one final statement. If you lie under oath again, Mr. Godot's coffee mug awaits you.
Oh, it's okay.
As does my gavel.
Oh, mais oui.
And my spikes!
Oh, damn it.
It is clear.
On my badge!
SB says, oh, they went in the same room even when they both beat you up yesterday? Right.
Perhaps he hired a body double.
Yes.
Ah. Or the phony was Glenn Elg all along.
Ah.
It is clear. Clear.
What do they always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Very well. Begin your testimony, Mr. Armstrong.
The confession.
This is my confession.
This is my confession.
The confession.
R&B songs.
Waiting in the
Hiding
kitchen
in
for
the
the
closet.
call.
It is true. I ate the body in the kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice.
Holy crap, this actually sounds like the truth.
I had to go along with him because there was a reason I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me.
I did not.
I did not.
I did not kill him. I did not. Oh, hi, Phoenix.
Oh, hi, Phoenix.
You were forced.
You're
By who?
You're my favorite defense attorney.
I cannot say or I will be erased.
We're inside the game.
Oh,
the
no.
game developer
Don't
did
delete
it.
the code.
Capcom, no.
God.
Let's try a different question then. When Mr. Elg died, was he really the only person at his table?
There was.
Oh, damn.
And he appears.
Oh, damn.
There was another man.
I know some man.
I knew it.
Maggie was telling the truth.
You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright.
You are tearing me apart, Tigre.
Quiet down over there. We'll have my gavel.
Oh.
There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and get him to tell us the name of the real killer.
Just one small thing left to do.
The confession.
It is true, I ate the body in the kitchen.
Did you carry the body by yourself?
Oui, I carried him, and I carried Maggie too.
Oh, wow. Maggie, too.
When she saw the victim collapse, she fainted. She said, "Oh, I'm a little bitch," and she fell. I could not leave her there.
But why did you hide the bodies?
A man forced me to do it. I had no choice.
What man? Who was he?
No, I cannot say. I fear for my life.
He's really scared.
You'll just have to put the words in his mouth, Nick.
Yeah, you're right. If he won't tell me, I'll tell him.
Then why would you go along with this man?
I had to go along with him because there was a reason I could not refuse.
And what reason would that be, Mr. Armstrong?
You know, monsieur.
Yes.
Surely you cannot expect a young maiden to talk about such embarrassment.
You literally mentioned it earlier.
You're under oath.
A maiden. You're a bit too old to get away with that.
Mais oui. And a bit too male.
Whoa, Maya, whoa.
You have a bit too much penis for this. We can all see it. It's offensive.
I can't finish the cross-examination without establishing his penis. So I'll just have to prove it with evidence.
That, I prove, is not a roll of quarters in your pocket.
These nuts.
The witness is clearly not a maiden. Therefore, his testimony is out.
Out.
Did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me.
So, you are claiming that all you did was hide the bodies. Is that correct?
Oui, that's right.
If we are to believe you, Mr. Armstrong, then you must tell the court everything. You must make clear the identity of the man who ordered you to do this.
He's already confessed this much. He might as well stop dancing around the real issue and
Loves to
just
dance,
say
though.
it.
Yeah, but he really doesn't want us to know who the killer is.
Then sock it to him, Nick.
I mean, it could be socks in there. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
A man forced me.
Yeah. Nail it.
$10.
Baby,
Seems like
hit
it, right?
me, baby, at
One more
least one more
time.
time.
Sean's long contract. Oh! The silence is deafening. Oh. You have $500,000 debt, don't you?
Oh, $500,000. Is this true, Mr. Armstrong?
Oui, je suis désolé. I was weak and I borrowed the money.
That pose. That pose. That ass.
Oh,
That is
those hips, those thighs.
This
They
is
got me
Mr. Armstrong.
hypnotized.
This is Mr. Armstrong's Achilles heel. And that's why you couldn't refuse anything asked of you by this man.
Oh, I think we're ready
Me.
for it.
Oh, I'm not there.
Yourself.
Damn. Mia Fey.
Godot and his dreamy eyes.
This Oompa Loompa.
One orangey boy.
I hope his middle name is Tony.
Furio Tony the Tiger.
Yeah. $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. Yeah, we can say that. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you.
Oui, it is as you say. Mr. Armstrong. The tiger. He told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous.
No. Nothing shady about that.
On the
No.
day in question, he was meeting the victim, and demand that he repay his loan. He said, "You repay this loan." I don't know why it happens like that. I just did what he told me to. I had no choice. I carried the body and the inconscient Maggie out of the
Inconscient,
the dining area.
Hey, Alicia, thank you for
Alicia
subscribing.
Lang.
And I've been thinking about this a lot.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because I was like, man, like if Glenn Elk had that much money in
Yeah.
debt,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he won,
Yeah.
then why did he have to die? Right?
Yeah.
And do you know why? Because I think I figured it out.
No.
Okay, here it comes. Are you ready?
Okay.
So, La Tigre,
Yeah.
and no confirming in chat, just quiet chat. Anyways, La Tigre needed a lot of money,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And so he was gonna take the bomber
right. And sell it.
and sell it for the equal debt. But
Yeah.
then he won the lottery, and then he didn't need to give it to him. So he's like, deal's off, I'll pay you back later. And then Tigre is like, nah, you dying.
Why you always
yeah.
dying? Cause I need the money. Nice, nice. And into the kitchen after that, I just tried to forget what happened.
I think we can now safely say that the man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre.
I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison and the lottery ticket that were found in the defendant's apron pocket. Was that your doing as well?
No, I knew nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it? I was not. It is like despicable.
You really sewered Maggie.
Mr. Godot, you will summon this Furio Tigre as a witness. I doubt that can be arranged today, so we will adjourn for now. Proceedings will continue tomorrow.
Oh, is he here? Is he here? Is he here? It feels really short for a court case.
30 minutes.
Oh.
What?
The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand, not a minute more.
Wow, he's pretty cool. But he's not being a
Yeah.
dick. How the?
Don't sit back and relax yet, Trite. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. The trial could still go either way.
Oh, wow. Down but not out.
Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Godot. We will resume once Mr. Tigre is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess. I need my lunch. Jesus Christ. Bunch of...
And Godot was
Nothing's ever
never
simple.
seen again.
I think it'd really be.
And El Tigre was never seen again.
I feel like Godot. Bro bangs.
Oh, for sure.
With his laser eyes.
Yeah.
Why do you think he wears that visor?
I don't know. We're going to
Yes.
find out. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
It'd be pretty great if he gets really angry one time and just like pulls them off. And just...
Oh. Oh, one can dream. One can dream.
So we're finally get to see the tiger on the stand. We've almost got this case won now, Nick.
I wish I could agree.
Huh?
When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth.
You mean, you think Mr. Armstrong was lying?
I don't know. But if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need.
Hey, pal.
Detective Gumshoe.
Godot.
No one can. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No one cared who I was until I put on the visor.
That's
Is
good.
that a superhero quote?
Yeah.
That is a Bane quote from
Oh.
from Spider-Man Redemption.
Put on
What,
the
from
mask.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
You're making things up now.
Bane was in Spider-Man?
Yeah, but that's where he started from.
Are you talking about...
And then Star-Lord was there too, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Matt Damon played Star-Lord.
And the Black Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great.
What are you so jumpy about, Detective? Your hair's standing on end.
Hey, that's the part called the kettle black, a little top knot.
Oh!
It is not a top knot.
Oh, really? What is it? Just
Never mind about the hair. Just calm down, all right?
Oh, Jay started it. I can't stand still while I don't have a job to do. I can kind of get wound up. Ah!
No kidding.
You gotta have something you need me to do, pal. Anything.
All right, here is some crayons and a piece of paper. I
Yeah?
need you to list all the reasons and possible theories that
Yeah.
the Big Bang is a lie and the Earth is flat.
Oh, what? But that they are?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, easy then.
Well,
Well, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I can get some prints analyzed for you if you got an hour.
an hour. The real trial will reconvene by then.
But Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right?
True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, we're really stuck.
Trump is weird now that Trump is president. I can't see it without thinking of president.
Well, I mean, apparently the president's real last name is Drumpf.
Yeah.
Trump.
But
So-
Trump just sounds cooler.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's why he took it.
Trump's favorite Magic the Gathering
But
card?
there was Trump before Trump. Don't forget.
Mask calcified.
Don't let him take that word from you.
No,
Okay.
can't do it.
That's our word, Nick.
It's our word.
You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour.
Oh, you bet.
In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me? This Magatama. Clearly the murder weapon.
Dun, 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 dun.
The poison. Oh no, wait. The poison has
Yeah, that
Maggie's
one.
prints.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints are on this?
Oh, hey, that's the small bottle I gave you back this morning, right?
Yeah, I think it's time we solved the last mystery of who the prints on it belonged to.
Oh, sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawed at me, too. Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose this case before I get back.
I wonder what a wrong option would have done.
This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess.
It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh,
one thing I never mentioned. I'm so happy.
Okay, go
right?
on.
Because
I'm really proud of you, Clay.
I know. I'm really happy. I'm just happy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you guys are happy too. But there was a point in this case and investigation that I thought we were going to have to implicate Viola. But I'm so glad that we're protecting Viola now, and it feels good.
Well, I don't know, man. I'm not as confident as
I
you.
saw through her immediately. I was like, this is a person worth loving.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that she was involved with the Tiger, and
It wasn't her fault, though.
she was the one that was involved, though. She might be going to jail, sir. I
No,
know.
I won't let that happen.
Rough.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Godot, did you find this Furio Tigre?
I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job, no problem.
Tamed him. The guy's name may be Furio Tigre. But come on.
He's pretty lively.
Ah,
Be careful. He still bites.
this should be good.
Very well. Please show Mr. Tigre to the stand. Witness. Please state your name. Knock it.
Shut up.
Oh, no. Don't hide under the table, Maya. Unless there's room for me down there, too.
There's enough room, Nick.
What'd you want?
What is... what'd you say to me?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing. Honest. Oh, God, I pooped myself. I should not have gotten the burrito for lunch.
Who could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in a judge?
I got business to care here, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky?
Ah, no, of course not. It was the judge. Your Honor?
Oh, dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it? Oh, la-di-da-di-da. Oh, God, where are those spare underwear? Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal. Oh, my God, the smell. The smell is... Oh, God.
That's it. We're doomed.
Hey, maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me here?
There's no need to shout. We can all hear you.
What'd you say?
There's no point in struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. And I'm the one who hauled you in.
Okay, I appreciate Godot in this moment. In this moment.
Too cool.
Don't let him get the better of you, Nick. Nick, there's gum down here. Do you want some gum?
Someone just left it.
It's probably your gum.
What flavor is it?
I don't know. I'll taste it.
Good.
It's strawberry. It's not very good.
Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct?
Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, Mask Boy.
You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird?
Not you. I got more important things to do than go to courtroom dramas.
Oh, of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then. Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder.
Phoenix Wright.
You was the one who set this up, didn't you?
You're gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur, you hear what I'm saying?
Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today.
Oh, God.
Nick, it smells really bad down here all of a sudden.
Yeah, no,
Nick,
seems
Nick,
like...
what's going on out there?
Nothing. Maya, while you're down there, could you grab a pair of Depends, please?
Oh my God, Nick. Get a grip, Nick. Nick, this is gross.
Get a grip on your sphincter. You really let it go.
I understand why you always are cleaning the toilet. It makes a lot more sense now.
Well, Maya, I guess you're between a turd and a hard place.
You saying you pooped your pants and you have an erection?
A little bit.
I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year, spent all my time in my office.
First! All right, Mr. Business.
What kind of business was he wrapped up in?
First, there was one bird on the stand. Now a tiger. Phoenix Wright. Animal or Ace Animal cross examine.
Damn, I didn't realize that. Yeah.
That's pretty
The
funny.
bird, the tiger, and the dragon.
And the phoenix.
Oh, and a phoenix. A dragon phoenix.
A drag queen phoenix.
A Dr. Dragon Phoenix lawyer.
Oh, there it is.
What kind of animal am I, Nick?
I was tied up with some
turtle.
business in December last year. Spent all my time in my office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from Tenderland every single day. Yous want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta.
Ooh.
I tell you.
Oh, at last I found my pen and a new pair of underwear. Very well then, Mr. Wright, we need to go.
Arr!
Oh, what is it, please? Witness, if you could refrain from shouting like that, I've only got so many spares.
I know what kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins.
I think by win you mean uncover the truth. Low life? Me?
Listen up, Smarty. Every time you ask something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000 and you're gonna borrow the cash from me.
That's one loan contract I refuse to sign.
And I don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger. Huh. I love a good spectator sport.
Little known fact, there's popcorn in that cup right now. It's this popcorn blend.
Oh, just a minute, that's really not.
This witness is, how can I put it, a hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side and he'll bite everyone's head off, yours too.
Very well, I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here. Oh my god.
You better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business.
This is unheard of. What is this bullshit?
If I don't split it now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
The court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing of witness testimony. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can do it, Nick!
Come out from under there already. The smell should be suffocating.
I don't know if I'm still under here or not. We didn't set. Okay.
I don't know nothing about no murder.
Yeah,
the confidence save.
I don't know how this works. Like, I get it. I kind of do.
Remember that one time when we only could press one thing?
I know.
It's just like that, except it's right now instead of in the past.
Okay.
Yeah. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all my time in the office. I had little whales lined up to borrow cash from Tenderland every single day. That's true. You want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta. Oh, just go to the beginning one where it said I was tied up with business in December. All my time in my office. And go back one more to the very beginning. Okay, go forward. This one. Just press it.
Are you sure we shouldn't maybe just...
Just press it, I think. I think you're fine to press it.
Oh, no, wait, not that one. Because
No.
I think it's this.
What?
From December 5th. It says I was trounced and my client was found guilty.
Yeah, go back.
Back.
Yeah, and then go to the fake badge.
Yeah, but I think that...
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, that's good. I just wanted to see if it said something like, was, you know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure, give it a send. You don't want to...
I'm gonna send it.
You don't want to press it.
No, because I feel like if we press it, we might get penalized, regardless.
We will never go for it. Sure, we never know until we try. Try now, because we're gonna have to
Press
go
it?
through more. Yeah, press it. Oh, and we might get penalized. I'm not saying we're not going to, but press it.
Are you sure about that? We're talking about 1 month ago, you know?
You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is.
Sharp. Is he talking about Viola Cadaverini?
She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was.
Well, it seems like a rather sketchy schedule.
There he goes again. What did the tiger did all December isn't the issue.
Thanks, Michael, for subscribing.
Thanks, Michael
What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So now what?
Oh. Oh, leave. I think this is where you leave it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think this is the part where I think you can press, but it's anytime you bring up anything that isn't case related.
Okay. So
Hold on.
let's just leave it.
Yeah.
I want to throw that evidence.
Yeah.
It's too dangerous to press things without knowing where they may end up. I better just focus on gathering information at the moment. Unless
Yeah.
we don't need evidence right now, we need to press it.
Yeah.
That might be it. So let's press it.
Now then, Mr. Tigre, would you mind repeating your testimony from the beginning, please?
My time ain't free here. You better be. If I miss my bus, someone's gonna pay.
So press just the next. Press anything except for that. I don't know. Press this. Sure. We're gonna check to see if we get penalized for
Why are
pressing.
you trying to hurt me?
I'm not trying. We're doing recon. If you just press harder in that one, I think that's where you're gonna get penalized. I think you're able to press these things. It was a baby amount of damage.
So you are trying to hurt me.
No, I think it's gonna work.
I don't buy that you haven't even heard of the incident that occurred at Tribulations.
You've got a big mouth, right? You trying to say I was in on some mob hit? Is that what you're trying to say? Where's your proof then?
Evidence. Yes. Well,
For an attorney to make accusations, of course, he must have evidence. That's from the Loan Shark Lawyer Beginner's Guide, yeah?
I see you're the studious type, Mr. Tigre. Very good.
Why don't you ask him to represent you sometime, Trite?
grr, what should I do?
So you press harder on whatever one you want. Yeah.
Now then, Mr. Tigre, would you mind repeating your testimony from the beginning, please?
Aim free, blah, blah, blah.
Cool. Why don't we can get information from all of them now? We know that at least.
Do we know that?
Oh, it worked on 2 of them. We're gonna miss content.
I'm confident about this though. It's mostly just him telling us off.
Yeah, but it's content. Hashtag content.
There he goes again.
I'm the real villain.
The day of the murder.
Yeah, press it harder. Yeah, press it for sure. Do it.
Oh no, now I'm not sure. 'Cause
What?
it's
You were so confident.
I know,
before.
but now he says day of the murder instead of day of the trial. Oh, I guess day of
What?
the
This is what he's been saying the whole time. This hasn't changed.
Mr. Tigre.
What'd you want?
If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail. Ah, damn it.
This is the dead end, Trite, and you know it.
Remember. No, it's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately.
I agree.
The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too?
Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't never heard a young kid before.
I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Godot, if you could please.
Mr. Tigre, the court asked you to add that last statement to your testimony.
Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself. Come on, Your Honor.
Yeah, we missed out. We were supposed to press everything first. The days you talking about, I was in the office. Oh, you gotta press the office one. That one. That one.
You didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg. Really?
I don't mess with the guppies when they're bigger fish to fry. What do you say, boss?
Who? Me?
How's about I hit you with a $200,000?
He's seriously considering this?
Wow, the tiger's a really good salesman, huh?
Yeah. And if I want to sell this case, I need to copy him.
How about you hit him with the fat piece of evidence, boss?
I wish it was that easy.
I got whales lined up to borrow cash from tender lender.
So I take it you get back a lot of you get a lot of customers at your black market loan office.
It's tough for the little guys these days. Small businesses are feeling the pinch. Bosses of companies like that want to get in good with me. I'm their best friend.
I see. That's very admirable of you, witness.
Yeah, well, tender lender's motto is win through compromise, you know?
Win through compromise. What is that supposed to mean?
Compromise the customer to win, that's what it means. You've got it.
With best friends like you, who needs enemies?
Here, let me spell it out for you all.
You don't pay me back with
No,
Oh,
you
sorry.
don't pay me back within 3 days, Spiky. I take what's due and your stupid air. You follow what I'm saying?
But I'm not one of your customers. Should I ask more about Tenderlinder or not?
So there was the moment where it says you didn't know Glen Elg, and he said I didn't know Glen Elg, and you've got the Glen Elg's meeting saying I'm meeting with Tiger.
Yeah. It's too dangerous to press things without knowing where they may end up. I'd better just focus on gathering information at the moment. Now then, Mr. Tiger. By Violetta, you're talking about the Cadaverini families.
Yeah, you don't want to cross them, or you end up sleeping with the fishes. Once your grandfather finds out you've been dragging Violetta through the mud, he'll do you in.
What will you do you in,
The
Phoenix?
plot.
We gotta establish whether it's Violetta or Violetta. I think it's Violetta, because like Viola sounds weird to me. I don't know.
Viola is the real name. Viola Davis.
Viola?
Yeah.
Viola
I
Davis.
think either
Take
or
that,
is
Viola
correct.
Davis.
Yeah, Clay doesn't think that
One of us has got
name
changed.
is real, even though
I
you're
say
an
Viola.
Oscar-winning actress.
I say Viola as well.
I say Viola and Violetta.
Well, you got voted out.
I didn't
but it's
say
so
it.
hard. You say Viola. We say Viola.
Oh, okay, well that's fine.
Because I know that Tom isn't capable of changing.
Oh,
He isn't.
Ooh.
What?
Oh
Remember the whole Maya Mia thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's still going.
Mm-hmm.
Henderfire thinks Viola's better.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. It's Viola. I don't know. And you can't read it like that.
Well, a viola is an instrument.
A violin?
Viola is a
It's
smaller.
not a
Yeah.
violin.
No,
There's
it's
the-
not a
Viola.
violin. It's a violin.
Viola. Violetta?
It's a
Alright.
viola or a violin.
I'll bite.
I can't even remember.
If it's
how you
Italian,
say
then it's violetta. Violetta.
Violetta.
Okay, so then
Not Violetta.
you're gonna say Violetta
Yeah, sure.
because you've been saying Violetta.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna say Violetta. We're all gonna say Violetta. We all agreed here?
Yeah, the
We made
Violetta.
a pact.
The Violetta. His dispute has been solved.
Okay.
Violetta.
Hands in, everybody. Three, two, one. Violetta.
Violetta.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't quite put it all together towards the end there.
He said that just like Viola. He said that just like Viola, didn't he?
Got
he
it.
said like.
I get the feeling this might not be the right time to probe him about her.
That may probe her with him.
Ayo. Man, with an opening line like that one there, this one feels really right.
Do it. Yeah, do it.
This might be not the best time. You probably shouldn't do that.
But then you
Do
should.
it!
Do it. No, what?
You're trying to hurt me.
What?
It's too dangerous to press things without knowing where they might end up.
The day you was about to be in the office too. I never saw that kid before. So, yeah, go for it. I was gonna say probe it, but just send it.
We already probed it.
Send it.
Nice. Mr. Tigre, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glen Elg, but it appears that Mr. Elg knew you.
What?
Mr. Elg left a little note in his calendar. Meet with the tiger, and the date, December 3rd. Oh, December 3rd? That's the day of the murder. Ooh. So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know a one Mr. Glen Elg. Because on the very day of the incident, you met with him. Ooh, look at that.
Not bad. You was actually not bad.
Sorry?
I was just messing with you to see how good you were.
Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad. That's a passing grade.
That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth. Witness, please remember you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You was calling me a liar? Is that what you're doing?
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
Reggie.
Ruh-roh, Reggie.
So you're saying that your claim to have never seen the kid before is the truth? I said I'm dead serious. You better believe the truth. Then I say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic.
Ooh, black magic. I like the other cup spins into his
black
hand.
magic. Godot.
Not bad.
That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre.
Oh, yes, would you mind indulging the court, witness?
He never actually met the victim. That's got to be the lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy.
I would be curious to see what that would look like, because they look so similar, you know? Except one of them's orange.
Them nailing each other?
Yeah.
I mean,
Rule 34 is fine.
I prefer you
Didn't.
Google it on our internet.
No. I ain't no liar, I never met Glen Elg. There was some lame guy with the name, though, wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, tender lender. I waited around for him, but he didn't ever show. I ain't ever been to Tribulations joint this year. Ooh. Oh, we got him with the matches! Gonna
Yep.
fuck us there with the matches!
I see. That all seems perfectly logical. You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up.
I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead.
I don't really see the logic in that.
Oh, well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
That's pretty lame for Godot. Yes, Your Honor. You set the bar really high.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a quality joke.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one who can take jabs. Mr. Java. The butt.
I'm gonna pretend that you didn't say that awful excuse of a pun. Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's gonna go straight to you, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Nate River, what's kicking it? I ain't no liar, I never met Glen Elg.
And yet, your name was written on the victim's calendar.
Get that horse calendar out of my face. I'm a tiger, not a lame horse, you porcupine.
It's quite the sentence.
Tigers like me eat horses like that for breakfast.
I don't think, actually, I think horses would get away from tigers most of the time.
Oh, no. Witnesses are not permitted to eat
No,
evidence.
no.
Not that they ever would.
A zebra
Well-
is just a stripy horse, and lions eat the shit out of them.
I guess
Tigers, I guess, are not
conventional wisdom.
in that same ecosystem, but they could if they wanted to.
Well, there was a case once where a lad ate.
Oh! A bottle of poison. Anyway, let's not talk about that. If you had never met the victim before, how do you explain the note he left?
Some lame guy wanted to borrow cash from me. Is it the next one?
That's very strange. Going to the manager of the firm where the victim worked. December 3rd was the date he had to repay his loan. Things you shouldn't tell your boss, probably.
Yeah, very much. Wow, okay, I had this pretty ruthless district manager, and I remember him saying, because I was managing a store and I was hiring people, and he's like, oh, yeah, make sure to hire people with debt. That way they can't leave.
Oh. Wow. I mean, that's...
Okay,
Wow.
thank you very much for that tidbit of information.
To all district managers out there, I suppose. Well, I
Darn.
have a friend in HR. I'll have to ask him if that's a real thing.
The guy was, he also had like a bit of a screw loose, been like door to door sales since he was like 15, sort
I
of thing.
see. Oh, well.
Found all the tricks. Then the second, only other anecdote to like compliment that one would be, he's like, oh yeah, I went to somebody's house selling vacuum cleaners. This was back in the day, right? As
I
it
know
were.
this guy.
Yeah. And he,
I'm in HR. It's illegal. To hire people with debt? Oh my god.
oh no, dude, you
Tough
never
times.
hire people with debt. No. But the guy went into the house, and apparently the guy was acting real macho towards him. So then he just, like halfway through his pitch, just packed up his gear, like, nah, you couldn't afford this vacuum cleaner anyway. And the guy was like, wait, what'd you say? He's like, no, like, it's fine, I get it, you can't afford it, that's why there's hostility, I get it. Like, I'll show you right now. And bought one on the spot.
Ouch.
This is the guy. This is the guy.
He wasn't due to discuss borrowing money, but repaying what he owed.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you was right. Whatever it was going down at the beginning of December.
So, you did meet with Mr. Elk then?
Hey, right. You might want to cool your jets a second.
Predatory hiring practices.
Ah,
Tiger knows all about
there
those.
It is. Illegal. God damn it. Yeah, speech 100 and you're fired. Yeah.
So, your meeting wasn't supposed to be a très bien then.
Why would I want to go to a dump like that?
Man, no.
If I want to talk with my clients, I got an office decked out for the job. I got the best punching bag you ever saw in there.
Not exactly.
I'm looking to replace it with some Phoenix.
Something a little spikier. It's a bit too soft for you.
Bike here.
Not exactly a professional office you got there, you know. So, you were in your office on the day in question.
I waited around for him, but he ain't ever showed.
He didn't show up.
Huh. What do you think, Trite? Let's see. How does a dead man get from a French restaurant to a loan shark's office?
And you yourself didn't go to Très Bien.
What are you trying to pin on me here? Murder? Why don't you come down to my offices? We can chat about this thing my way, yeah? I got the best punching bag you ever saw in there.
No need. I'm good. Thanks, jackass.
Listen up, I ain't got nothing more to say except this. I ain't never been to that Très Bien joint, you hear?
Never. Not even once.
Not even once. I was in the office that day and it went down. I didn't put no poison in no kid's coffee, capiche?
Do you think he really didn't meet Glen Elg?
Not likely. Because I'm convinced this guy's behind the whole thing.
So you mean that whole testimony he just gave was a lie?
Of course. So we can't afford to give him time to think of ways to plug the leaks in it. I've got to nail him while I still can. You hear that?
Gotta nail him while he's
Gotta nail
still
him.
exposed.
Oh my.
It's way at the end there, second to last. I have never. There it is.
Yeah.
I
So-
never been there.
Really funny, right? Because I've said before that the first couple things are usually the hardest,
Yeah.
and then it's kind of like downhill from there most of the time.
Yeah.
And I've realized why. There's a really good reason for it.
Okay.
Right? Because you've got all day to come up with your first testimony.
Yeah.
And you can plug the leaks in your own lie. But after your first contradiction's revealed, then you start panicking and you start panic lying,
Yeah.
and those are easier to pick
Panic
apart.
lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got to make it up on the spot. Bam. Très Bien matches. Found lying in Tenderlender. Oh, wait.
Baby.
Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches?
Oh man, that's great. This is fun fact from Valentina. I'm gonna have to assume Italian.
Italiano.
Capisce is actually wrong. It's third person. It should be capisci.
Capisci?
Yeah, capisci.
Capisci. Wow, this guy's polite, though. He's a jerk. Guy's a jerk.
Hugs, not Doug's. Matches? What you talking about?
We found them in your office at Tenderlender. They're from that restaurant. If you've really never been to Très Bien before, what was a book of matches, or the restaurant's matches, doing on your desk? Hey, Liquid Senses, what up?
You've been snooping around my stuff now too, wise guy? What are you, my ball and chain? I ain't no bra controlling me.
Order! Order!
Hey,
Well,
Liquid
witness.
Citizen.
I think it's time you start telling the truth. Don't you? Sorry, I'm terribly sorry. Forgive me. Oh my god, I didn't even have underwear that time. Oh, robes are soiled. No, I guess you could just do that for
Nailed it.
I ain't no pussycat. I don't go back on what I said. But okay, I was at the joint that day.
Ooh.
No, that
What?
statement didn't make sense, but I don't give a. But listen good, all right? I might have been there, but I still never met that kid. Well,
Godot's got to know by this point.
looks like an order just came in for another testimony.
Ooh.
I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glen Elg that day, and he did put poison in his coffee. He must have.
Supposed to meet the. Oh, okay, this is new. I was supposed to meet with the kid this afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cop sirens on my way, and I went straight back to my office.
Not before snagging them free matches. You know, it's just, I mean, they're right there. You gotta, right? You gotta grab the free matches.
They were free.
They were free.
What, you say no to free matches? What are you, an idiot?
I see. You didn't actually meet up with them in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
I love it. There's a whole bunch of Italians up in this stream. Godot saying capiche is correct if you're in the Sicilian dialect.
Huh.
There you know. Anyway, who is Italian? I was so curious. Put your hand up or something. Get your hand down. Get your hand down. Okay. Hold it. If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions. Huh. No problem. Anytime Trite presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he gets a penalty.
Mr. Godot, that's my job.
Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict, so do it.
Oh, yes, sir.
The special express training cheap, right? Just so you know, since you's paying.
Oh, man. Doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here? The tiger isn't leaving. So it doesn't matter.
Ooh, Phantom Beard. I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon.
Oh, really? So the meeting wasn't due to take place at Tenderlander at all, then?
The kid was making a fuss about coming into the office. It's always that way when I want to talk about repayments. Even though I got the best punching bag you ever seen in there if there are any issues.
Maybe it's because of the punching bag that people are scared to come? So that's why you decided to meet at Tribulations.
Objection.
Huh. You're going over old ground again, Trite.
Sorry.
You just earned yourself a penalty, now suck it.
You will suck it down, the penalty, Mr. Wright, and you will like it.
The moment that they say you're gonna get penalized if you press stuff irrelevant, then you start pressing everything. But last time,
Don't you dare.
I thought last time you would get penalized.
I was okay with last time, but then they were like, "Yo, you're gonna get penalized."
Thank you, sir. May I have another? No, but like, okay, because it's the same thing as last time, so you figured you'd have the press harder option,
Yeah.
right?
I'm with you on that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I think I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
On that part of it, I'm absolutely with you.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Well, Nick, what do you think?
I wanted to go the other
That's
way.
okay. That's okay.
He's running out of ways to avoid the truth. I need to press him fast before he has time to think things through. I've got to come right back at him with the contradiction.
Be careful. Be careful what you press him on, though, or you'll be penalized, okay?
Okay.
Don't push the button so fast.
All right, supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. That's all true. That's fine. Open the door, saw an ugly scene. You couldn't have. Barrier.
An ugly scene? What do you mean?
Oh, Melissa Mintz opened the door and walked in. The witness already told us, Trite, which makes the question irrelevant.
But.
No way. I limit myself to 17 cups of coffee during a trial. That's the rule. You better limit the number of times you take a penalty, Trite,
Oh, what?
or your guts will look like the inside of a chimney ashen.
Don't make me burn you again, Mr. Wright.
Judge is really getting into this. I guess I shouldn't have pressed him on that. Damn.
So, to recap, this ugly scene you saw was...
Man.
Man around. All right.
Do I just throw evidence?
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems like, you know what, the game, it seems to say that I need to press something.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe it's this one. It's kind of like like the differences are small, but I saw one ugly scene, and that could be anything. But this is where he specifically says he saw the victim laid out over the table.
I'm not following because he doesn't say he saw it. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete.
But
So
when
he doesn't say he saw the guy laid out.
But when did Armstrong pick up the bodies and throw them in the kitchen? Because he's like, oh man, I saw the guy laid on the table stiff as concrete.
Yeah.
But then, like, what if maybe per se I also heard the sirens? And if the cops were there, when did Armstrong have time to throw the bodies in the kitchen? Raw and stuff.
So have we confirmed that there was a body swap happened, or is that what we're doing?
We're working on it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have not confirmed that because they said Armstrong could be lying about everything.
All right, go to the beginning real quick, and then I want to pop through the evidence. Let's see. So I was supposed to meet the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. Opened the door to the right, saw an ugly scene. The guy was laid out on the table, stiff as concrete. Wasn't hot. It was about to be, so I split.
There's no evidence. We have to press something.
Yeah. Went straight back to my office. Went straight back to my office. Maybe that is what you press. I went straight back to my office. I know.
I think it's either.
You want to press the sprawled out? We already pressed that. Didn't work. All right. You could push this one. My vote was wrong already, so push the one. Yeah.
You mean you saw Glenn Elk's dead body?
I guess I did, but I only saw him from behind. Oh, what? He was wearing some raggedy bit of cloth he called a hat.
And what time was this?
I don't know.
Huh? But you had a meeting.
You know what that winds me up more than anything else in the world? Watches. Round watches.
That's a contradiction. You wind watches. They don't wind you.
I ain't gonna
There's a
pollute
pun,
my
Mr. Rose.
paws with some ticking henpecker.
Out of interest, Mr. Tigre, what winds you up the second most? Just asking for a friend.
Huh? What'd you think? Square watches.
Is this guy for real?
Look, all I need to know was that something bad was going down in that place.
Ooh, so that's the one we got to do the thing to because we could press it and we didn't get it penalized.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so go back. Yeah, so present something to it.
Well, I think it's the floor plan.
Yeah, do it. I believe in you. Like, it's just...
Oh, thank God. You're something of a loan collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigre?
Oh, no one escapes the tiger's clutches.
Well, I'm something of a lie detecting pro. I'm just a lie detector.
I'm a doctor, a lawyer,
and a lie
and a
detector.
lie detector,
And an insurance broker.
insurance broker, nuclear psychologist.
Christmas, mega Christmas Santa. And no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. I think it's time we got something straight.
Was that right? A new line of irrelevant questioning?
Took a lot of health loss in that one, though. These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigre. From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this. Indeed. The witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat. Are you even trying, Judge? Are you even trying?
Isn't that what I said? I saw the back of the kid's head.
Unfortunately for you, that's not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a tall partition. Oh, why that's true. Now, look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here. Got him.
That's such a weak. I don't like that.
Because you could have walked in around
Literally,
the corner.
just like I opened the door and I walked. Oh, number one is when I said I opened the door and walked in.
Yeah.
I just opened the door and saw it. It's like, okay, just revise your statement to I opened the door and took 2 steps. I'm sorry, Mr. Judge. You know?
A little bit. So, from the entrance of Trey Ben, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat, but I think this is like in theory it's supposed to be happening so fast where he's just beginning to give a testimony and we go no, you could not have.
Yeah, and we're like, oh!
And then it's pushing him back.
Yeah.
But you did see the victim that day because you met with him.
Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday?
That's from a phony scene.
The victim was alone at his table.
But the defense just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glen Elk, but a fake.
What? Were you even here?
In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade. Charade. My bad. Not even matters.
I would say charade because it's fancy.
Ooh, charade. That's Mr. Armstrong rubbing off on me.
That will do. This trial's gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was the real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glen Elk, and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court.
Yo, Amber, what up?
Big loss here, but I gotta go with Viola here.
Wait.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Real
Mario
confused.
Tigre. Or chameleon,
It
as we
was
say.
Violetta for every character.
Okay, I'm going for it.
Yeah.
Right. We're all agreed. Okay, we're going. Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it.
Oh, whoa, witness.
Is that Jaguar?
A cougar.
Oh.
Clay at the bar. You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand the tiger is king of the jungle, so I dare you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts.
Oh, you can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright.
Oh,
Mr. Wright!
sounds to me like it must be you, old man. He's got guts, I'll tell you that.
Mr. Wright, don't leave me to handle this all alone.
Perhaps I can end this embarrassment.
Oh, Mr. Godot, thank you.
Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. The old man didn't see just the victim. Oh, no. A servant girl brought me a Javasino and she put something in it. And no question about it, she's very conspicuously put some white powder in there. Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter. That remains he saw the accused put poison into the coffee.
Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned the coffee.
Very impressive, Mr. Godot. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack.
Huh. Found your pen at last, Mr. Trite.
It was in my pocket. Ahem. But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed 2 people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glen Elg, and the waitress from behind.
Yes, your point, Mr. Wright.
I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glen Elg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show.
What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well?
The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her.
Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed?
Well, guys, I think it's Mr. Armstrong. It's pretty obvious here.
Obviously.
He's the only other woman we have here
Yeah.
besides Mia, but she's dead.
Dead.
That doesn't make sense.
I mean, it doesn't rule her out entirely.
I mean,
No.
I know. And Maya was a maid at one point.
Oh. Yeah.
What does it mean to be a bitter person? Just like jaded. a little
Probably
bit?
think I'm a bitter person.
Do you like Godot?
Yeah, you know how an IPA tastes?
25, by the way.
25?
Yeah, IPAs. But how's that reflect in a personality?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I see. Good. Good. I'm glad we established
Where
that.
you like you drink it, it's like, oh, that's. Then you keep going back for it, and it's okay eventually. It's kind of like bitterness.
You gotta do that.
It's like, oh, bitterness. Oh, I don't like this in my life. And you're like, actually, let's
get
cultivate
some
this.
bitterness.
Give me some of that bitterness.
Sounds like that Godot's
I'm
really
so
getting to you.
angry.
Who is this woman?
Her name is Viola. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's
right.
correct.
Yeah. Viola Cadaverini. We all have doubts now.
Yeah.
I have no doubts.
She's an employee of Tender Lender.
You're making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta something or other is?
You got it, eh?
You better be going home. No, I actually crossed my fingers when we did the promise. So I was gonna plan.
That doesn't
on
mean
doing it.
anything.
Yeah, it does. It means
No, it
that I
doesn't.
don't. Means I don't have to stick to.
It means you're admitting to lying.
Yeah.
I will not have that. I'll have you know I'm a lawyer.
What?
Yeah.
Hey,
And
I
a
never
doctor.
lie.
You
I
think
never
you can just
lie.
cross your fingers under oath? It doesn't work that way.
no, I never
when we play
lied.
this game, we're under oath,
Yeah,
Mr. Thomas.
I never lied. I just gave myself the option to lie. I never said I didn't give myself the
Well,
option
you're making
to
a
lie.
fool of yourself. I hope you know that.
I got the greatest punching bag in my room. Wanna go? You better be going home in an armored truck tonight if you know what I mean. People are going to shoot you.
Stop shaking, Nick.
Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, has stated the following.
Well, when he took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true, there was another customer in the restaurant. He was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh.
There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table, who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There's only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice. Once for real, and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed that crime, is you. Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Wait a minute. Didn't old man... Oh, never mind. Go on. Wait. No. Didn't Bird say that she saw the old man?
No.
Never.
Nope.
Witness, what have you got to say?
That's cute.
Sorry?
You's all right. I could do with a guy like you around.
What do you mean?
Okay. I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get to the meeting now, but I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go.
Something to think about.
You've got it all wrapped up nice, huh? Right? But you missed out on one important thing.
But that can't be.
I was in the joint that day and I met the kid too.
Ooh.
But I couldn't have poisoned him, you hear?
What? You really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre?
Huh. What a troublemaker.
Troublemaker?
Looks like we're going to need another one for the road.
How many cups is that? How many cups is that, Godot?
One more steaming cup of hot testimony.
Indeed. Witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at Tribulations between yourself and the victim?
Can we talk about the perjury as well?
I'd rather not.
Like, you shouldn't be able to leave regardless.
Yeah, I loaned that L cash about $100,000. That day he was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got nowhere to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I want $500,000. Oh, you got lucky, you know, real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she done, everything would have been over.
Now, I see the principal amount you loaned to Mr. Elk was $50,000.
Yeah, well, you got the VIG to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know?
That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal.
And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question.
Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. Ooh, and there it is right there. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case.
His motive, he has to have one, but what is it? I hear you, Phantom Beard. $100,000. You could go to Antarctica with that much money.
No. Yeah, it's the I don't have any reason.
Are we gonna get penalized here, though?
I think so. Don't.
Hey, Dale.
I'd say don't press it.
Well, they didn't establish the penalization, though, so I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Alone Glenn Elk, $100,000 that day. He would do to have a little chat. The kid hit his payday, so he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy. He starts screaming. Yes, I won $500,000. He got lucky, you know, real lucky. Waitress hadn't done. Oh shit!
Ooh, guys, I gotta go, but don't forget what I said earlier. Lawyers never bluff. Find the truth. Bye. Oh man, that brings it close to when we're gonna be finishing up. I guess we'll complete this side of things. Thank you, Aiden.
Yeah, I think we can.
Can't stretch your arm, right?
I know, I can't. Yeah.
That was me that day where I did the bad things.
Can't anyone in the series kill for the lulls because they're crazy or something? You haven't been watching 999. Let's think about that.
All right.
It happens in other games.
All right. So
But yeah, totally. Everyone needs a motive or they couldn't have done it.
No.
Psych.
So the
I guess being crazy is kind of a motive. It's what's driving you to kill.
True.
Yeah. So you can't kill without motive because crazy is motive. Lawyer.
Lawyer. All right, one back. Oh, what? Not this one.
No, I know. I'm just taking a look. Why the mask to mask? That's the big mystery for me. Ah ha 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 ha. 500,000 for the bomb.
No. Oh, I'm on.
Shoot. I think we have to press here.
What?
I don't think we have a good one.
What?
What's the
It's
very
a-
last one, though?
The very last one is
If the waitress hadn't done what
What
she'd
she'd
done,
done.
everything would have been over.
Yeah.
So
and
that's
that-
the last one?
yeah, and if this one is where he said is this the one where he said I had no motive, you got no case?
Oh, well, that's just what he said after his testimony. So
Yeah,
yeah.
her medical bills. Got back. Oh, there it is.
I think that's a bit of a jump.
Yeah.
I don't think that we're there yet.
Because we have to establish Viola as the waitress before... Oh.
I don't think we got a good one here. I'm gonna press. I'm gonna see what happens.
Yeah,
If we get
yeah.
hurt, we get hurt. Whatever. But we have to press. Did he have any way of paying the loan back?
The fool was a gambler. He said he couldn't give it up until he landed a big win, so I agreed to help him.
Help him. You.
I kept hitting him with ideas for ways he could get better, but he kept losing.
So you were helping him for his sake, or yours?
Win through compromise. You help me, I help you. That's the difference, huh?
I don't believe this.
Nick, would anyone really ever loan money to someone they thought was unreliable? Like, for example, if it were you, I'd only loan you like $5 max.
What? Thanks a lot, Maya. Jesus. I don't really think that speaks poorly of my character, though. It just speaks to how broke you are.
I really like hamburgers. A lot.
That day, we was due to have a little chat. The kid hit his payback day, you see.
So, how much were you expecting him to pay you back, or how much were you expecting him to pay you back on that day?
What'd you think? The whole package, 100K, including interest.
That's a real heavyweight punch.
Once a client misses a repayment, you call the whole loan in. You want to make it my world, that's all you gotta know.
Oh, and how many times has Mr. Glenn Elk been late with his repayments?
Once.
And how much was he supposed to pay back every month?
$50.
What?
Sounds like Mr. Elg was in a real sticky spot.
Yeah, at $50 a month, he'd never pay off that huge loan.
Ah, I see. So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up.
How much did he have left on his debt?
You want in round figures? About 100,000.
That's the whole amount.
We're talking about a guy who had 58 cents in his wallet. What? You was telling me he wasn't even gonna pay me pay for the coffee?
Oh, he certainly seems to have been a brave man, this Mr. Elk.
Or stupid.
That guy was smooth, I tell you, real smooth.
Well, I'm gonna die anyway. I might as well enjoy a free coffee. And then the coffee tasted like shit. Poor guy.
Davashino. You'll have to take your money in less than 5 minutes. That's what he says to me. The guy calls the tender tiger. Calls me the tender tiger. He was skating on thin ice with me.
Look at that chest.
It's about to
There's
flatten
no
the
chest
guy.
hair there. That is so unattractive.
Wouldn't it be the worst thing if you knew you were gonna die? Like someone's like, I am going to kill you, and you can have whatever you want in the world, but whatever you got was just incredibly unsatisfying.
That
So
sucks.
I imagine most final meals are like that.
Well,
I want a steak. Okay.
Okay.
Overcooked, well done. Ugh.
with ketchup on it.
Oh, God.
Well, actually, with no sauce, ketchup would make it like at least have a flavor.
Was that because I don't know, actually.
The guy won the lottery. The guy won the lottery. Was his last chance at a big win.
And you can confirm that this is the ticket in question.
That's it.
The Millionaire Radio Show starts at 1:30 p.m. and runs for 10 minutes. That fixes the time you met with some accuracy.
And the whole scene was acted out again 30 minutes later. All so that Mr. Kudo would see it.
I can still see the kid's face now. I ain't never gonna forget it. Yes, so when I have $1,000,000, he got lucky, real lucky.
Was there anyone else in the restaurant at the time? I don't remember. If there was no one there, I'll wear that ridiculous tiger shirt for a month. Mr. Armstrong, Maggie, and if I'm right, Viola Cadaverini were all there at that time.
So, the victim had intended to repay you from his lottery winnings from the beginning.
Seems that way to me.
But you wouldn't normally expect to win the lottery, would you?
The untidy belief that your next roll will end the worst losing streak you've ever had. That's what defines a true gambler.
Or a gambling addict. He makes it sound so cool.
Don't be tempted, Nick. You haven't got the willpower for it.
All I know is the kid took a shot and he got lucky in the end.
You're really weak-willed, man.
If the waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over.
Oh, shoot.
So the tiger is meeting Glenn Elg to get his money back. If Mr. Elg had just given him the lottery ticket, it would have been the end of it.
Yeah, so what's the tiger's motive? This is the big one. If I don't manage to undermine this testimony, it's all over for us.
Oh, well, for you, technically, I'm fine. I can just go back to Karain Village, but you're fucked.
Oh, I see. I'm gonna burn down all the burger joints nearby.
That's
Why did he loan him the money in the first place when he knew he couldn't repay him? Before I die, at least. I'll burn down all the burger joints. Hiya! Will Powers. Hey. The waitress, you mean?
We go with the glass in the defendant's chair. Who else would I mean? If she hadn't gotten the way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom, over and done with. What time did her shift start? Is a great question you could just ask.
Well, she was there in the beginning, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Ask what Maggie did, I
Yeah.
think. What exactly are you implying the defendant did?
How about you go ask Full Rise about $500,000 ticket? She wanted it so bad. She poisoned Elk's coffee.
A likely theory. Your word hasn't held water lately, Mr. Tigre.
Let's not forget the witness was actually at the scene, Trite. The law don't exactly agree with some of the deals I sent down. I couldn't be there when the cops showed up, so I split.
I see.
Your Honor.
Welcome, Dragos.
The witness' last few statements are worth a good 2 cups of coffee.
I concur, Mr. Godot. At least 2 cups of coffee. You will amend your testimony accordingly, witness.
Oh, Dragos hasn't seen anybody playing this game before, but heard of it so many times. It's a good game.
Good game.
It's a good game.
Good stories.
So, that's what you's after, Phoenix, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to what she did, my business with that kid was over.
Wait, okay, well. The Tiger's trying to pin the crime on Maggie. If I ask him about what he saw, it's only gonna damage our case. What do you mean by things would have been over and done with?
You was all there. What? I'm talking about the cash. I was there to get my $100,000 back. That's all. I'm a businessman. It's all coming together before the waitress got in the way.
As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Well, Mr. Wright, are you happy with the testimony or would you like it amended?
Oh, man.
Well, this has never happened before.
No. Have it amended. Have it amended.
I'm not going anywhere with the testimony as it stands. Your Honor, the defense would like to see the testimony amended.
Very well. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect your recent statements. Please.
Okay. I was at the 100,000.
There we go.
I didn't
That's
have
what
no
we need.
reason to kill the guy. No. No. I think it's the in debt one.
No, but look at that, because the 100,000's crossed out.
Yeah.
He's like MC Bomba.
Send it if you want. I don't see it.
I think it's this one.
What's the other one that you want here?
Kill the guy. Oh, I see. I see why it's a connection. Okay. No, it's fine. No, send that.
Ooh,
Nice,
got it.
Nice.
So, you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Elg owed you, correct?
I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right.
Unfortunately for Mr. Elg, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after.
What are you getting at, Trite? What else would a moneylender be after other than money?
Oh, the moneylender was after money, but money in a totally different league. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch.
Oh, what is that?
A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Bomber.
Oh, a computer virus. What does one of those do?
A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer.
A computer. And what does one of those do?
I guess the beard isn't the only part of His Honor that's from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important point. It's Mr. Business.
What's up? Any, mini, mighty, mo. Catch a tigre by his toe. 4 Phoenix Wright characters and 1 saying, nice, Mr. Business. Thanks so much for that. And for all the support, for all the people that sponsor the channel, hugely appreciate it. We couldn't do it without
Amazing.
you. If you do want to sponsor the channel, links down below. Or beside our subscribe button, sponsor button, custom emojis, Discord servers, double waffles.
And your name on a board.
Name on a board.
Thank you. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market.
Several $1 million.
Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would be normally bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Glenn Elg had no way to repay the money is crucial.
What?
Glenn Elg was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elg put up in order to borrow the money. Are we sweating?
You're trying to suggest that a witness's motive was not to get hold of that, or was to get a hold of that program?
Exactly.
The witness may have poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot, Trite. A man like him could get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder.
Of course he could, provided that he had the time. But if he had needed the money right then, when the pressure's on, the luxury of choice
tends to disappear. It seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us? Why did Mr. Tigre need money to the tune of $1 million?
Now we send it.
Oh, I can't save you. Damn. Yeah.
And also, look at that damage. It's a lot of.
Damage. I know. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, do it.
For cranial surgery. Ooh. Is this where we send it?
This is where we send it.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Or
right.
is this where we? Oh, we can't save. Send
I
it.
can't save
Yeah,
it.
send it.
In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital, where she underwent surgery.
How much of this do you know?
Oh, we got him. These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. And yet, when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay in full. $1 million. A preposterous sum. Someone should sue these HMOs. Give me some sort of doctor.
What does HMO stand for? Ah, Health Maintenance Organization.
Oh, nice. Yes, absolutely.
No one would pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up as dead as a morgue.
But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it. Order, order, order! You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright. Indeed it did, simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini.
Did you say Cadaverini?
Bruto Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini. No hesitation on that one. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss. Correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire $1 million Bruto Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glen Elg's life to repay your debt. Oh, got him. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on this CD. Glen Elg had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened, but he can't, and neither can I.
The lottery win.
Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elg won $500,000 at the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on an all-important CD. At last, at least, no legitimate way. Yes, scumbag. So he resorted to illegitimate means. Just carries a poison bottle with him.
He had plans. That's crazy.
Yeah, poor Godot. Like, you know, what do? He murdered Glen Elg and then made his next move, to frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Mr. Glen Elg, while Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. Pretty good.
Yeah.
The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo.
I like to imagine that when they were reenacting it, it was all done like really theatrically and obviously. Like it's like, I can't wait to poison this coffee. Poison. Here you go, sir. Here is your coffee that has nothing wrong with it.
In fact, it's to die for.
Like I said,
Me, Maggie Bird.
That's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef would have kept it in the dark about it.
But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godot? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan.
Hey, Liz.
Bum, 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 bum.
Order, order, silence, or I'll clear the courtroom.
You was put on a good show, Spiky. If you want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like a kid, create a witness, and frame somebody? If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that.
I agree.
You do.
Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out.
What? Another one, Mr. Wright.
And another.
Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Mr. Trite?
Why don't you fill us all in, Mr. Trey? Yes.
Yes.
What do we got? Are we holding till tomorrow?
I think so.
We're savages! Oh my god, we're so bad.
What was it?
Oh god.
I don't know.
Woo! All right, everybody. So heck yes, we got mason jars for days. We are playing Ace Attorney Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 12:30 p.m. PST, 3:30 EST.
Savages.
So make sure to tune in, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification icons if you haven't already. We're playing through that. We're playing through 999. Tonight, I'm gonna cringe my face off watching an
really
old
excited.
web series.
We're seeing a web series that Tom acted in. A lot of sponsors have already seen it, and they've spawned quite a few memes out of it. So
and donation messages.
And donation messages.
Oh,
it's pretty good.
Also, Davy made us a video that we said we were gonna watch next week, and this week is the week that we said we were gonna watch it.
Wait, what's it about?
I don't know.
It was a meme stream, wasn't it?
Yeah, and this was supposed to be a meme stream until it got changed.
Oh, tonight. Yeah, we'll watch it during
Okay.
the yeah, we can open
I
it.
got
As
you,
long,
Davy.
as long as it's something that we can keep posted on the channel.
Yeah, well, yeah. We'll,
It can't be
and
copyright
if not,
infringing otherwise.
Davy's in our Discord.
No,
We'll have a chat with
yeah.
Davy. It's all good. It's not a problem.
Davy, please.
Davy, please. So those are all the things going on. 999 is back on Monday at 3:33 p.m. PST as well. And then I am beyond excited for Dokapon Kingdom.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be really good. I'm looking forward to it.
why don't we do
I have
this
to,
at the end of
I have
next
to
stream?
redeem my name. All right, so we're gonna put these up. We're gonna our end of next stream.
Yeah.
We're gonna feel the wheels, if you will. It's gonna be fun though. So yeah, you're gonna see Tom's acting in all of its glory. You're gonna hear all of Tom's excuses.
You're gonna see past Tom's acting.
Yep.
Because I think we all act a bit on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney at large.
Yeah. I'm already cringing thinking about it. All right, let's do it.
Also, we're
Let's
watching
do it.
Akira tonight at 7 p.m. in PST in Discord. That's in 4 hours. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna be watching Akira tonight. So get on for that.
I'd love to see that again because I kind of passed out during the first time I watched it.
Ooh, wow, that sounds like an exciting movie. So exciting! You just you got
Really selling it, Neandro.
knocked out from all the action. I see.
I was very tired that day. It was unrelated to the movie. It was all related to me.
Oh God. Well, we did see Tom's play too. Yeah, you're right. You saw something
Some
else
people saw
there.
Tom's play.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure to check that out. It's the next event up on our channel. It's in 40 minutes.
Oh, actually,
At least come see what it's about. It's fun. It'll be a nice try
Here
not
you
to
go.
cringe challenge. Oh, look at that face. What a great face.
Please come.
Oh wow, spamming our own chat. Somebody
There you go.
ban NyanCave.
There it is.
I wonder if you can ban yourself.
Can you ban yourself?
Already.
Oh, great problems.
All right, people. Till we see you
Tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. and also 40 minutes.
in 40 minutes.
But to find out the exciting conclusion of this trial,
Yeah,
it should be finished up tomorrow. It sounds like.
for sure. Okay, bye.
Okay, love you. Bye. See you soon.
Bye.